All right, remember when your mom would say, well, hey, if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you do it? Well, today, yeah, you might actually do it, because it's National Bridge Day in West Virginia. So what's this got to do with Pittsburgh? Well, we're the city of bridges. So naturally, you would go to a National Bridge Day event, okay? Even though it's in the tri-state area of our friendly neighbors in West Virginia. They got a nice thing happening today, and we're gonna check it out.
This episode of Anthology is brought to you by family-owned and operated TC Candy, providing you with quality homemade chocolates. For Bridge Day, my buddy and I camped at Arrowhead Bike Farm, conveniently located near the new River Gorge area. This bike farm has everything from food, bikes, beer, and goats. And the bike shop, wonderful mechanics, super nice and friendly. It's hard to find a friendly bike mechanic, but these guys were great. They'll help you with your own personal bikes, or you can rent bikes for all ages, or you can purchase bikes. And connected to the bike shop is a phenomenal handlebar and kitchen area. The handlebar, if you're thirsty, they've got a lineup of craft beers. The kitchen has an amazing menu. We'll put the link in the description below. Be sure to check out their website. They've got bike rentals, bike programs, bike schools, bike shops, camping, trails, and it's open to the public. You don't have to be a camper. So this place was hopping. When I tell you, they had a haunted ghost trail in the woods. The restaurant was open. They're open from 9 to 9. This place was crazy. It was a lot of fun. Be sure to check it out. They also, not only do you have the park trails nearby, they also have a pump track, and your very own Double AP got on the bike after having this beer right here. Very nice porter. I got on the old mountain bike. And here I am. Watch out. Watch out. Here I come. Yeah. Hitting the pump track. Boom. Here's our campsite. This was an RV site that we rented. They also have tent sites. I got my rooftop tent, and my buddy had his trailer. There's our bikes. We're ready to go. So Bridge Day takes place in a charming little town called Lafayette, West Virginia. And it is almost heaven. It is the coolest little town. Only 3.5 hour drive down 79 South and get on 19. Go the speed limit on 19. There's a lot of cops. And it's full of cute little shops and stores. It's rich in history. The town was named after Marquis de Lafayette. That was George Washington's famous French advisor during the Revolutionary War. Fayetteville was also fought over in the Civil War 4 times, so it's got a lot of North and South Civil War history. This little shop had local artwork from artists in the community, hats and shirts, cafes that used to be churches, and the Hobbit Hole. Watch your head when you go to the Hobbit Hole. I almost hit my head. For vintage items. And this feed store is no longer a feed store. It's another bike shop. So get your bike up and running. Don't forget to check out the adventure store. Outdoor gear has a little bit of everything that we mentioned, from rock climbing to hiking to whitewater rafting. Whatever your needs are, they've got a little bit of everything. So before you even get to the bridge, you've got to go through this checkpoint. And we didn't realize, but you are not allowed to bring any bags, even if the bags are clear. No backpacks. We had to chuck my buddy's bag, hide it in the woods because we weren't going to hike it all the way back to the car. So we just threw his bag in the woods. Once you get through checkpoint, there are all these vendors before you even get to the bridge. Then, like these guys, you have these guys doing tricks on bikes. I didn't realize you could be an extreme sport athlete on a scooter, but they not only had bikes like this guy. We'll do a little slow-mo action. He lands, he sticks his landing. He does nice. He catches a little bit of air right here. Check that out. But it was the weirdest thing. Then you had guys on scooters. And this was news to me. I had no idea. This guy lands it. This guy on his scooter, he does not stick his landing. He crashes and burns, but he's okay. He's all right. So you're moving along, you're walking, you're trying to get to the bridge. You have all these wonderful vendors, local artists, food, liquor, and it's just a nice walk up to the bridge because they shut both lanes down. It's completely, and this is a main artery. This is Route 19. I don't know if you're a tractor trailer, if you drive tractor trailer, I don't know how they redirect traffic somehow. I don't know how you get to your destination when they shut the bridge down, because this is a major bridge, major highway for commuters. And look at this lemon head of a stand. This is crazy. Selling fresh squeezed lemonade. Look at this lemon, giant lemon. That's great. And this lady was in this kayak right here. That's a real person in the kayak. Her back must have been, I don't know. And don't ask about base jumping because you cannot get in line to go base jumping. Here they are packing their parachutes to get ready to jump off the bridge. And you can't be some average Joe off the street. Supposedly these are some of the best jumpers in the world. They are renowned expert jumpers. And there's a waiting list to get on. And these guys not only jump once or twice, they jump about 8 or 9 times throughout the day. And here's Monster Drinks passing out these giant Monster cans for free. Some sort of conspiracy happening here. My buddy's like, grab me a Monster can. I love Monster. So we ended up with like 10 cans of Monster. And here is West Virginia's finest police force out in full gear. And these guys down here, they're waiting to get underneath the bridge is a catwalk. And on the catwalk is where they do like bungee jumping, and you can do some rappelling, like base rappelling. I don't know what you call it, but you can't really see them because they're under the bridge on the catwalk. But if you're not into the extreme sports or base jumping or the vendors, listen, making the drive down to walk on the bridge is worth the drive just because it happens on the 3rd weekend of October. Look at these leaves are in full peak foliage, the beautiful leaves, and an amazing view where you one time out of the year you can walk on this amazing bridge. It's worth the drive just to come down and walk on the bridge. It's a lot of fun. So for many people on the bridge, the highlight of the day is watching these crazies jump off the bridge. And sometimes it's hard to get a front row spot off the edge of the bridge. Takes some time. You have to wait for people to move. But once you get up close, you watch these. Look at this guy just jumping right off the bridge. And it's tough you have to be licensed. You've got to get on a waiting list. But there are other activities you can sign up for, like whitewater rafting. You can whitewater raft and watch as you whitewater down the river. These guys are jumping over your head. Or you can take a tour. I forget how much money it is, but they'll drive you down to the river and you can watch them jump from below. Then there's a 5K run you can sign up for, and you race. The part of the 5K run race is on the bridge. There is the rappelling. I think that's a little more accessible. If you wanted to do something crazy, you could sign up for rappelling or actually a bridge walk on that catwalk that they don't call it a catwalk. I don't know. I don't know what they call it. The thing that runs underneath the bridge, you can actually sign up to go on that and walk on that. So there's all sorts of activities. And look, down below at the beach, you can, I don't know if you can see it, but down on the beach there's like this target. And rumor has it, a base jumper, if you land on that target, whoever lands on the center bullseye gets a prize. I don't know what the prize is. I don't know if anyone did it because it's not easy. But there is a landing target on the beach. But some of these guys land in the river, and you'll see all these boats. They'll race to get them out of the water quickly. They don't want their parachute, taking them down and drowning. But then you have that crane. They can go up high on the crane, but they also can jump right off the bridge. And they have this machine. I couldn't get close enough, but they have something that catapults these guys out into the air. And it's the funniest thing because they look like a rag doll and they just spin and they do these crazy, I don't know, the whole bridge, the whole crowd goes, ooh, ah. Everybody loves when the base jumper gets catapulted. This next guy right here, he gets catapulted. See how he's just propelled out into the air. It's the wildest thing when you see it. So watch these two parachutes. Here's what I was telling you. It looks like they're gonna collide until you realize, oh, they're not even at the same level.